What's up everyone, it's just Tom here, and I'm here tonight with a nice chill video for you. I'm going to be showing you an item I've just recently purchased around, well, middle of January time, but I've not had a chance to show it to anybody or make a video about it. So I found some time tonight. It's going to be nice and laid back. I'm going to show you just a little bit about it. It starts back in 2012. I purchased my first brand new console out of my own money. It was a PlayStation Vita. For those that remember that device, it was around college time. I'd saved up all my money from working part-time, which was difficult back then because it was like £5 an hour, and I pre-ordered a PlayStation Vita. I got the device, 8GB memory card, I think a Uncharted game and a Wipeout game. It was nearly like £300, but I loved that thing. The problem I had with it was there wasn't many games for it, so I kind of played what I liked, and then eventually I decided to just sell after about 3 or 4 years. Probably didn't realise its potential back then. So I ordered the item on the 18th of January and it arrived by the 22nd, surprising to me, all the way from, I think it was Tokyo, centre of Tokyo, from a Japanese retro game seller. The seller was super friendly, he was really thorough with his updates, etc. But ultimately I paid £210. It was a boxed PCH 1000 console, crystal white, tested. If I click on the link here, this is the one that I actually purchased. I've got it right here, so we're going to have a look at it. But when I was looking at the pictures, it pretty much looked like it was near mint. I was very happy with the condition, apart from a slight little nick on the controller there, but I can show you that as well. So it was initially up for this price, $233, and I paid $210, and it was free express delivery, and it did arrive fairly quickly for where it was coming from, which I was actually very happy with. The only thing to make sure you check with this, with these items, especially from Japan or anywhere in that area of the UK, the country, I paid around £52 in import taxes. So when you add it up, I've paid around $260 for the device when you add up the import fees as well. So just take that into account when you're buying from Japanese sellers or outside the UK. You will be hit with these import taxes. So here we are, guys. This is how the box came. It's the crystal white PCH 1000 PlayStation Vita, fresh from Japan, only sold in Japan with this colour as well. I'm just going to move the camera up slightly so we can see. It's a gorgeous box as well, for what it is. Wi-Fi model. And they have the front picture showing the white. Same on the side. Same design all the way around, except for this side, a few more barcodes. Around the back, some lovely Japanese text, which I'm sorry I'm not fluent in. I couldn't tell you what half of them say, but we can see from images what these will be. Got a memory card, screen protector, charge pack, headphones, the dock, which is very nice. I actually would like to buy the dock, charge cable, the travel case, carry case, and a carry case starter pack. These are the things that you could get from launch with the PS Vita. So yeah, that's the box, but we'll get into the exciting part now. Now I remember when I opened the box, I was just amazed at how lovely it looked. And it always kind of does that to me now, even when I see it. I always like how it looks when I pull it out of its case. So, welcome to the world of PlayStation, again with some Japanese writing. And inside we had, because I've taken it out, the charger would have been in here, but there's some cards included, and they're still packaged. Handbook, obviously useless to me speaking English, but that's my problem. And just some more. There's another one. But we know what we're here for. Oh, there's just another little bit there. More of a user guide. Yeah. It's quite cool to see different nationalities text on these things. So there's that, the main attraction. I might say excellent wrapping by the seller when I received this item originally. So here we go. Absolutely stunning. Crystal white. PlayStation Vita Oled, first generation. Absolutely beautiful model. Don't know if the camera's going to focus. Like I said, there's a slight nig, I don't know if the camera's going to work, but there's a slight kind of nig in the controller there. You probably see it when it focuses there more, but it's nothing that really causes any harm to me when I'm playing. Just beautiful. Take a look at the back. Stunning. Apart from a few finger marks, this device really is clean. You can't see, the camera's not going to focus, but there's some more Japanese text on the back alongside the model number. And then obviously at the top you have the power. Do this side. The power, the game cartridge, and the volume keys. All completely flush nicely. My camera's not wanting to focus today. So, if we turn it on, like I said, I've already set this device up, so it's going to already have its games installed, but just a little run through, guys, of what it looks like. And it's worth noting as well, guys, with the Japanese models, the circle and X have different functions on the menu. The games are the same, so if you've got like an Uncharted game, X will be jump. But on the menus on a Japanese model, circle is select and X is back. But I'll demonstrate that for you now. So here we are. It's today's date. And I've got Persona 4 Golden inside. Greeted by that lovely music. So nostalgic, but so relaxing as well. So I remember playing Welcome Park when I first got one of these back in the day. It was just so nice to be able to play these like touch, tilt and, you know, motion games. So yeah, that's the main homepage. I'll turn it down. So you had your browser, which was adequate for the time, but obviously now you've got like your homebrew browsers that people can install onto these devices to make them run better. But I like to keep my Vitas originals, so I've not jailbroken mine. I might possibly get a second black one again, just to kind of play around with the homebrew stuff. But for now, I'm going to keep it real. Trophies, friends, messages, and they all still work as well, guys. I've got my friends on PS4 and 5 and I can still see what they're doing on their messages. Your remote play features, I haven't got a PS4, but I've got a PS3. The 3 is very limited with what you can play, but the 4 basically works with everything. So I tried it on a friend's console recently. It plays everything like for like, which is really nice. It was always one of the biggest like selling points for me, I think, alongside the native games. So yeah, we've got a few games here that I'm already running. Like I said, I have, if I put it down here without dropping it, I'll put you in there. So I did pick up from my hometown Persona 4 Golden, one of the first games that I kind of fell in love with when I got the Vita. Obviously it's a JRPG that was remastered for the Vita specifically, which I think now is on, I think it's on the newest gen consoles. I could be wrong, you might be able to tell me. But yeah, really enjoyable. Still having lots of fun with it. Still processing through the story. A lot of things to do outside of the main story. So this is kind of one of my recommended games if you're starting out on this system, or if you've already played it and you haven't got it in your library, definitely give this one a go. But yeah, that's one of them. Unit 13, that's one I just recently downloaded again off the store. A very good first-person shooter game. Octodad, insanely fun. I love these games that use like the stick and you have to walk and you've got to really check like how, you've got to really work out how to move. Sound shapes, that was a phenomenally fun game. It's like a music sequence game that develops further as you're playing. Obviously Wipeout is another stunning game. In fact, I'll give Wipeout a play, because this game was one of the first, I think this and Uncharted was one of the first I actually played, rather than one of my most favourite. But yeah, these games really did show the graphical power, the graphical power of these devices back then. Obviously, compared to what we've got now with like the Steam Deck and some of the PC kind of handhelds like the ROG Ally, etc. It's not as good as that, but still, I still think it holds up. Little side note with this game, unfortunately the online servers are no longer available, but single player is still such a fun game. So I've been playing it a lot lately. I've been taking it to work with me. It's a good game just to kill the time, but it's it has your classic controls. So like throttle is this button. I don't think you brake with that one. I think air brake is square. I've never needed to brake with this. Obviously steer is that, and then forward, backward is your rear view, and then for your like firing rockets and mines etc. you press X. But it's just going to show you a little quick demo of this. I'm not going to do a full gameplay because it will be a long video. As you can see, look, phenomenal. The graphical quality, the music, the responsiveness. These controls you've got to get used to, because this game had a oh, I need to charge my Vita. But these games at first were very hard to get used to, but once you've played a few maps and a few races, you get the hang of this. But yeah, let's wipe out. I'm going to preserve my battery. I do get a battery low issue, but I've been reading on the forums that if the battery hasn't been charged on a proper cycle for a while, you need to do it when switched off, and it kind of resyncs it. So I've only had that warning message a few times, but it could just be the battery's on its way out and I might need to replace that in time. That doesn't worry me. Yeah, so again, Little Big Planet, another game I definitely recommend. It's basically the full Little Big Planet package inside. Obviously the Vita. Another recommended one, Super Stardust Delta, again, really addictive, good for short gameplays, short bursts. It's like an arcade space kind of shooter that you have to like destroy rocks, destroy ships, destroy little enemies. It's like really bringing back that retro arcade feel, but with like the really beautiful graphics. So definitely recommend that. And then Revelations 2, Resident Evil, another full AAA game. It's very graphically intensive, I should say, for the Vita, but still all the more fun if you want like a full AAA kind of game to follow. And then Driver, I got that cheap for one of the PS1 classics, just as again another little game to play around with. But these games, guys, aren't just the games I like. I've only got a 16 gig memory card in this device, which is in there. I do plan to get more games. I'm going to get Uncharted downloaded because that's in the store. But there's a lot more that I want to get physical as well, because I do like keeping the physical copies. And then there's just these music, videos, photos, email calendar, the content manager, which was how you got your videos and music and maybe save game files, I believe, but I don't think that's supported anymore. Neither is the Near service, which was quite an interesting one by Sony. It was basically a PS Vita social networking app where you could see anyone nearby what they're playing, what they've achieved, and you can connect with them. But you'd press near, and basically you would search for your location, and then you could connect with fellow Vita players nearby. But yeah, I'm not going to do it because the services do not work anymore, sadly. Yeah, I miss having all these features because there used to be a YouTube app, there used to be Facebook and Netflix app. All have since disbanded and don't work. The only thing that I'm surprised still works is the PlayStation Store. They still have it, it still functions, albeit you have to kind of search for some of the games manually. They're not all just in the subcategory menus. So I'll give you a quick example, so I'm not making a massively long video. You get everything like it was back in the day. You get these subheadings with some of the games. You can go into PS Vita games and the menus, and the games are there, but I've noticed some of the games aren't, or they're missing some of the titles. So example of this is if I go to L, Little Big Planet isn't there. But I type in Little Big Planet and get past all the map packs, and there is a lot of them, guys. It's probably the worst example. Yeah, so there is in the middle. So $12.99. Obviously, I've already purchased this back in the day, so I just re-downloaded it. So you can still buy it. It's just the fact that it's not in the main menus anymore. I don't know if that's just a glitch or if Sony's not really optimized it with it being an old shop. Yeah, you've kind of got to dig for some titles if they're not there. So like if I click on this one here, Oddworld, it might not actually say buy now. Oh, it does. Yeah, that's right. So there is another title that says Oddworld, and it doesn't say PS4 game. I think this runs on the Vita, I'm not sure, but basically you've got to kind of dig around for some titles if they're not there. Like I said, some of the artwork's disappeared, just the way that the servers are probably old. But the games are there, guys, and you can find them. If you've had PS Vita games in the past and you've then had a bit of a gap in between owning one of these, as long as you're logged into your PSN account on this device, you just tap there, go on download list, and there's your downloads. So I've repurchased some of these. I think I might have bought this, but maybe not. Yeah, so you can go back in and swipe all the way down and download anything that you've had previously, and it will work. It won't bar you out of it, which is nice to know. So I've not lost any of my games that I've accumulated over the years. So yeah, that's the PlayStation Vita in crystal white, guys. If you want a really nice, unique, like, European model that's available in the UK. My camera just glitched. If you want a really unique model that's not available in the UK, I definitely recommend scouring and finding a nice deal on eBay and getting one of the crystal white OLEDs. Just make sure you do your research and check that they're obviously legit and the conditions are nice, and you get everything included that you need, because sometimes these guys can sell them and not include a real picture. It's just like a generic picture. But I made sure when I bought this that this was the actual device that they'd shown me. So yeah, just make sure you do your research if you buy one of these. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. But yeah, thanks for looking at this device with me. So that was a little unboxing, guys. I just thought I'd show you basically what it looks like, how it functions, and some of the things I'm enjoying playing on it at the minute. But yeah, if you enjoyed this little video, I thought it was nice and chill, nice and laid back, not too over-engineered. I might have been waffling a little bit, but it's been nice just sitting with you guys and having a little look at it. But yeah, I'll be posting something else soon. Something else I've ordered as well, but it's a little bit bigger and a little bit more expensive than PS Vita, but it's also in white, so you'll have to wait and see what that is, guys. So yeah, have a good evening, have a good day, whatever you're up to, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.